Soldier Boy. I'm going to teach Chris Brown how to knock your ass out, not run. That was a straight shot at Floyd. Am I lying?
I guess.
I guess Tyson don't
I
like
guess
Floyd.
Honestly, it's all so. I don't know how we honestly buy in to the bullshit of Floyd Mayweather.
I know.
Every time. Every time he's almost gone. He's almost out the door. We don't have to hear from him.
He's going to rematch.
He's calming down.
He's going to rematch Madonna.
He's calming down. He's calming down. And all of a sudden, no, I'm really serious about fighting Conor McGregor. Oh, so close. Like, Floyd will never get out of our hair.
These two men should sit down and talk about the numbers. And if the UFC wants to get in, they should get in on it too, because their product goes up. I'm telling you, they can work out a deal where they get all the money and just put on a WWE show. Nobody gets hurt. Floyd wins a 10-round decision, but McGregor has his moments. Don't get me started. It's a great money fight. You thought Pacquiao Mayweather was a money? Bullshit. This fight right here, Las Vegas does $2 billion revenue.
I agree, but they're not going to make the fight.
I can't say it anymore because it's so hot. It's all over. When you're on ESPN, when you're on First Take, Fox Sports, national radio shows, when everybody's talking about what if, and that what if can be made, I can't say no, Lee. Listen, the UFC is going to look at the numbers. They're going to look at Floyd's numbers. Floyd dominates the pay-per-view, okay? I don't care what you say about the opponent that was in there. I know that's always a case, but there's one man on the other side that is the link to all of these huge pay-per-view buys. He did $5 million, you guys. And before that, he did $2.4 million, okay? They want a piece of those fans. And those fans, there's a lot of boxing fans that like to see action. Don't get me started. We might have guys that have never even seen what the product is today. Yes, we seen it 15 years ago and we didn't like it, so we kind of tuned out. But what if we go back and we start saying, damn, these dudes throw down. There's nothing about points in this sport. I don't know. I think the UFC's got to sit down and look at the numbers. If they're going to do, if it's projected by every closed circuit person that sells pay-per-views that they're going to do over 5 million buys, I think the UFC looks at the numbers.
You feel better?
I know. I want it to happen.
It's not. It's not.
Floyd's going to whack some, Lee. Oh my.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
I know. He's going to fight Madonna. You watch. He tells us, wasn't that Floyd's whole career? He always threw out the guy we wanted and then turned around and fought someone we didn't, and he still got 1 million buys.
Speaking of people we don't want to see fight, Bob Arum held sort of an immediate press junket and announced that Manny Pacquiao would be starting his farewell tour.
Oh, my God.
He went on to explain that he promoted Muhammad Ali on a world tour. Bob was regaling in quite a bit of history and trying to put Manny Pacquiao into that history. So to start that history off, for those of you who live under a rock, it's official this week. Manny Pacquiao will fight a legit, like we're talking Rocky Balboa, legit nobody. Like they just picked a name out of a book nobody. Like there's no, he's got to be ranked number 10 by the WBO.
That's about it. Yes, sir.
He's literally the very bottom mandatory, non-risky WBO welterweight title guy that can take a shot at the title. He lives in Australia. They'll fight in Abu Dhabi. What the fuck?
Hey,
seriously,
I don't know. I have no
and then when
opinion
Bob
on
was
what they're
asked,
doing.
Wait, it gets better. Then when Bob was asked directly, what about Crawford? What about, there's plenty of time for those guys. We'll make those fights when the time comes. When time comes for what? Manny Pacquiao's 55 years old already. Like Manny technically should have retired already. There's no reason he shouldn't have retired.
Yeah.
Now we're doing a farewell tour.
I I'm looking him up right now. He knocked out Randall Bailey recently. He knocked out Ali Funeka. Yeah, he was an ex-champ. Um, he he's got some good wins on some opponents with
It's a
decent.
it's a ridiculously safe WBO title defense.
Look at they believe it's safe. He's 16-0-11, Lee. He's got good power. You know, he's a young kid. He's 28. They think it's safe. You can't always guarantee that when you're going up against an undefeated kid. And 28 really isn't a kid. He's actually in his prime. So if he is the guy, we're gonna know when he fights Manny Pacquiao. Now, what's weird about this is, where does it lead to? Like, is this Manny's new gig? Is he just gonna pick undefeated guys around the world and start fighting them? And because I'm not paying for that. I don't know if I'm paying for this fight.
But it's not about you. It's about the ridiculous, and I'll say it, dumbass Manny Pacquiao fans.
But they're not that many anymore.
No. I'm going to guess that there are enough dumbass Manny Pacquiao fans. I can already see the title of this show, Dumbass Manny Pacquiao.
They have parties and like their whole house will be filled. No, Manny used to make numbers because he was a crossover star in America. There was a lot of American fans, and that's just everybody, Lee. I'm not just saying the Filipino Americans. I'm saying all Americans. That Manny was connected to a lot of people because they thought he was the one that was going to destroy Floyd Mayweather, you know? And Manny lived off that for years until he started losing. They're not buying in anymore. They got ripped off in the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight. That's why his numbers are shit now. They're garbage. The Filipino Americans, yeah, they're buying his fight. There's about 300,000 homes that purchase this thing, and then they have a party, and there's like 30 or 40 Filipino Americans in that house watching it. So it's a family party whenever Manny fights, but he won't get anything higher than what he's been dropping these last few pay-per-views because he's not a crossover star anymore. Don't know why Bob Arum's even messing with this guy. He doesn't look like he has a future. Have you ever seen a superstar lose it as bad as Manny Pacquiao has and then regain it again? I never have. You know,
I don't know why he didn't go straight into the ring with Crawford. And you bleed him for one more payday.
They said that he wanted $20 million guaranteed. Now, why HBO and Top Rank couldn't talk him down on that price, I have no idea. Now, look, we do got to remember, and this might play into effect. Bob Arum has had a hard-on for Dubai. You said it's going to Dubai, right?
Yeah,
they've been
Dubai or the United Emirates. Yeah, one or the other.
You know, those men out there have money to throw. You know what I'm saying? They've got big money. They might have offered Bob Arum cash, not even on the books kind of money, just to bring Manny out there. He's been trying to do it for years. He finally did it, and Manny's not nowhere near his prime anymore. But like I said, in Dubai, we've all seen on the internet, these men have money to spend. It's not a joke. 20 million is what to them, Lee? Seriously. They have garages full of 20 million. They have jewelry full. I watched the shows. Shit, I watched Vice on HBO. I seen what Dubai's doing.
I get what they're doing. I just think it's dumbass Pacquiao fans that are paying for a world tour.
It could be one prince that just wants to see him. You never know. The arena might be empty that day. Who knows?
And by the way, with all of that stuff going on, right? He's making it really clear that we're going to make Pacquiao fight every couple of months until basically he loses
and he's done.
And squeeze every dollar out of him. And they're fitting it up to an HBO schedule because HBO will take
the views.
That deal.
Yeah. You said it last time. They messed up signing Kovalev Ward. They should have took Pacquiao versus Vargas.
Absolutely. That to me was a no-brainer. No-brainer. Because Vargas was a live underdog. And
he's Mexican.
Was a good he was a Mexican, but he was a good interview.
Right.
Here's the thing. I'll believe in anybody if they can convince me to believe in him. I've been having this talk a lot lately, and this is a marketing thing, right? It doesn't matter who the matchup is. You can put dog shit into the ring against a superstar, but make the dog shit believable, right?
Hey, that was kind of the end of Floyd's career on some of those guys. Victor Ortiz.
The point. You gotta create a reason to make it believable. You gotta it's just pro wrestling at that point. Give me a reason to care about the fight. PBC has done nothing but put moderate level guys against moderate level guys to give me rather lackluster boxing with the promises that, the Garcias and the Thurmans of the world would actually mix it up at some point. Well, it might be too late for the PBC.
Yeah.
Bob Arum should know better. I love Top Rank, okay? I love Top Rank. Love Golden Boy. Love the way most of these organizations do their business, right? But at the end of the day, you got to take your fighter and you got to put him in the ring with someone. I mean, that's it. You're going to promote this guy. I even saw this with Roy Jones Jr. boxing, right? At some point, you got to take your little hand-picked prospect and you got to put him in there with someone. And you got to see what happens. PBC never made that jump. Now Bob is doubling back, and it is so painfully obvious to me, having, watched, written, talked about boxing for years, literally years and years and years and years of doing this and doing it and having done it. I can't believe that HBO and the fans are stupid enough to invest. You're paying Bob, and you're paying for Manny's retirement when he fights a guy named Horn, right? There shouldn't ever be a thing like Kirkland where I'm excited to get the fight. You shouldn't be excited to get the fight. You shouldn't be. You should expect to get the fight. There's nothing worse than a world champion handing a fight to someone and that person saying, I'm surprised, but I'm excited. What?
Right.
What does that mean? Why do you want me? Forget my time. You want me to watch you get your ass kicked by Manny Pacquiao. That's what you want to happen. I don't care how good your training is. You've demonstrated that there's no reason for me to watch your fight. Tell me that that's not the truth of Kirkland and Cotto. Kirkland shouldn't be in the ring with Cotto.
No.
Right?
Nope.
I'm excited. It's redemption. Dude, it's over. They took you because you're an easy fight and Cotto wants a payday because he's quitting. But you and HBO and everybody else who promotes it, hey, Rock Nation, you want to grab a payday out of me. You want to grab my time. Me as a reporter, you want me to go, right? Oh, you're going to let me watch the fight for free. Okay, but I'm going to invest my money, go to Vegas, go to New York, go wherever, watch these fights, and try to talk about this fight in a productive way that's beneficial for boxing. I'm telling you, it's bullshit. I can't put spin on shit. I cannot shine.
For that one, it is very hard. For Miguel Cotto versus James Kirkland, yes, I think you're absolutely...
Pacquiao Horn. Tell me how you're going to shine up Pacquiao Horn to make it sound good.
He's an undefeated 28-year-old kid.
Oh, it's bullshit.
I know.
You and I both know
I have never even seen him fight, Lee. That's how bad it is. I don't know what style he is. Don't know how many, I should look up how many rounds the kid has went. What's the longest distance he's gone? Probably not too far, only being 16-0. I don't know where they're going with Manny. Look, if he does beat this guy, he'll have a win over undefeated Horn, and Jeff Horn, believe is his name, and then he'll have the win against Jesse Vargas. They're starting something, I guess. He's 20-1. He's the champ, beats him. Then he goes after an undefeated kid, and I believe the kid was in the Olympics. Lee, don't hold. You know what? I think I read that about him. He's like a pretty big prospect over there, and who knows? Who knows? Maybe this is his coming out party. Now look if it's on pay-per-view, not buying. If it's on HBO, I would probably watch, just to see if we have a new star in this kid. The right complexion, right? If he does beat Manny Pacquiao, I think he's an overnight star. So who knows? But I don't know where. I thought the Crawford fight was guaranteed. I thought it was sold. I thought Terrence Crawford is now the face of Top Rank, but maybe he's not. Maybe him going to jail. Maybe him taking all of his goons over to that auto mechanic place and acting a fool. Maybe Top Rank's pulling back on them. They did it to Vargas. That's the biggest story ever. When Vargas started getting in trouble, they went to Main Events and was looking for a trade for Floyd Mayweather Jr. Main Events did it. Maybe Floyd was already in Las Vegas. They thought it would be better if Bob Arum took him. They took Fernando. But Bob Arum didn't want Vargas because he knew the kid was getting in too much trouble on the street. Terrence Crawford, you better straighten up.